Hey guys, it's Wanda from Crazy Days. Today we're going to be talking about blessed in the desert. And we're not talking about just a physical desert. We're going to talk about a spiritual desert. Lots of people find themselves there. If you haven't, you will at some point. If your life's all hunky-dory 24/7, hey, that is awesome. But most of us live in the real world where we have issues from day to day, and some of them can get overwhelming, and sometimes you just want to know where are the blessings in the desert. And I've had a little bit of issues today getting this video out. First off, lighting. If it's not perfect, I'm sorry, it is the best I can do. We have lots of thunder and lightning coming in, rain. Couldn't get that to work real well. Tried the computer, wouldn't work exactly, having issues there. Went to start with this, the battery was dead. I'm just like, okay, I'm going over to the cabin. Danny said with all the thunder and lightning, I might ought to wait. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this because I'm in a desert right now. The desert of, hey, nothing's working right. So we're just going to go with the flow. And if you see my hands, don't complain because my fingernails are dirty and my fingers look red. I've been picking berries, I've been pulling weeds, and I've washed my hands. They are clean, they just may look a little weird. Now, blessed in the desert. We all find ourselves there. The Bible verse is Luke 4:1. And we're going to talk about Thirsty for More by Allison Allen. I kind of like what she says here. It's from one desert daughter to another. Friend, I wonder if you find yourself in a dry season right now. Certainly, I've been there a time or 10. We all have. Often we cannot identify the root reasons for our dryness or even conjure up any kind of remedy. We try to, but we don't find it, do we? We can just scan the horizon for fatted clouds, hoping the rain comes to soften the compacted soil of our circumstances, to penetrate the hard, dry hull of our hearts. Mostly, we ache for the drought to end. Now, I could just see this in my life continuously. So this is by Allison Allen, Thirsty for More. So some of the things are just personal to me. Throughout the years in a marriage where you didn't know from one day to the next what all was going on. Yes, there was a food provisions and a house provision, and we had clothes and things like that, but there was a lot of abuse, and you were on your toes 99% of the time to make it from one day to the next without starting an argument. And y'all, some days I just wish the drought would end. My drought lasted nearly 30 years, and when finally I was out of that situation, I didn't want to go back into that drought again. So guys, sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes a lot of prayer. It takes a lot of patience, even though we don't like to say we want patience. It takes a lot out of us to wait on the Lord and let Him show us where we need to be, when we need to be there. And that's kind of what I get out of this blessed in the desert, because I was blessed. I have 5 beautiful children. I have a whole bunch of grandchildren from it. Had some good times, had lots of good times, raised my children reasonably healthy. We lived out in the country, had a garden, we ate veggies. We also ate a lot of junk food, but you know, we tried to live as healthy as we could, and I had a lot of good times during that 30-year period. But also you have a lot of drought. So guys, hang in there. Look for those rain clouds on the horizon. Now, another thing that's in Bette's Box of Blessings is 150 Bible crosswords without clues. Now, I've always kind of liked puzzles like this. Now, crosswords was not my famous thing. I didn't like crossword puzzles as much because I couldn't think of the words I needed. I would always do the numbers, Sudoku. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. I love to do those. I love to search for words where all the letters are all there and you have to find the words. But this one is very different. Puzzle number 3. At the top it says, "Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?" Jeremiah 32:27. And here has A through Z, and only one letter, A through Z, will fit here to make words that will pertain to this. Not necessarily the word behold is in there, but that puzzle, you will go to Jeremiah 32, figure it out, and find all the A through Z and figure them out one at a time. Kind of crazy. But I've not played around with this yet. Not sure if I'm going to use it as a giveaway, whatever. But that looks like fun. That's something I would like to do. Now, it's mask season. Everybody's been masking up. So, blessed in the desert, a mask. I thought it was pretty cool. It looks great. I don't wear a mask, but I have one if I need it. Cards. I don't usually just show a lot of the cards, but this time it is encouragement cards. They're always from Dayspring. For someone special, encouraging, that's you. Fun, that too. Inspiring, you shine. Blessings, divine. So many things to thank God for that you bring to life. Just wanted to let you know. Anybody can use an encouragement card at any time. God has a special purpose for your life, a plan which can only be accomplished with His help. And this one, joy, hope, love, faith, and peace. Now these cards are beautiful, and it's fun to send these to people that you know that could use a little bit of encouragement along the way. Last is a devotion for women. It's called Inspired by the Word by Valerie Quisenberry. Now, inside they have at the top they always have little coloring sheets in this one. So each morning you could color if you like to color. That is part of it. Now I just chose one called Laughter. Do you think Jesus laughed a lot? He was called a friend of sinners. Those who are not religious generally do not enjoy being around stoic, sober persons. I think that Jesus was not only warm and kind, but also humorous and friendly. Many of his teachings have humor woven into the tales, and I can just imagine that he and his disciples enjoyed fun times together as any group would who stayed around each other for very long in ministry. Laughter has scientifically proven to be healthy for the body and the mind. God, our Creator, put this principle into the laws of our world, and that tells us something about Him as well. He is a God of joy and celebration. The scripture tells us about the feast days He commanded Israel to keep, and relates how there is joy in the presence of the angels over a repentant sinner. We know that He likens the events surrounding His second coming to a wedding, a time of wonderful happiness. And over He compares Himself to a father who delights in his children. These things tell us that God Himself, holy and perfect, is a being of eternal and unending and complete joy. It is true that life often gives us situations about which we can't smile. It would be foolish to pretend that life is, as the saying goes, a bed of roses. Nevertheless, we can cultivate a spirit of joy by reaching out for the humorous and the positive, by relishing good, clean fun, and by remembering that heaven is the eternal answer to earth's questions. I want to be like Jesus. I want to honor my Creator by embracing laughter. Lord, thank You for giving me the ability to laugh, to use my physical body to express happy emotions. I choose to glorify You by using that ability today. Inspired by the Word. Another one of Bette's Box of Blessings. So if you're in a desert in your life, some of these books, some of these things would help. You can check them out on bettysboxofblessings.com. The link's in the description below. And I enjoy getting these because I do love to give some of these things away. And so I'm going to be sending them to a few people. I like to choose some of the people that I send them to, and when I do, they just show up. So thank you guys for stopping by today. I hope if you're in the desert that you will check out some of these things, at least get into a Bible, check out the Word and what it says about laughter. Find laughter in the day-to-day things. I did, and it helped me get through a lot of the situations I was in. And people told me sometimes, why do you laugh when something seems a little wrong? And it is because I learned to laugh in, not at it, but because of it. To find in my heart a way to get past the hurt and the pain. So thank you guys from Crazy Days and Bette's Box of Blessings.